This episode is brought to you by our friends at Brooks Blooms, your all-in-one landscaping solution.
Brooks Bloom's three-step landscaping experience offers a seamless journey from design to construction and ongoing care, ensuring your outdoor space thrives year-round.
Visit brooksblooms.com today to embark on your landscaping journey, where every step is a step towards a vibrant and beautiful outdoor entertaining space.
This podcast is presented by Tab. Best time in sport with the best app in sport. Tab, we're on.
G'day everyone, welcome back to an exciting week of the Ads and Dunks podcast because it is finals week for Joshy, and more importantly, the NFL is back this week, which is the most important thing. So cannot wait for that. I thought I'd start off like that. Of course, my name is Adam, and as always, my best mate, Josh Dunkley. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Love the little new introduction you've just made there, but it is an exciting week. You're obviously into finals already and a massive win for you boys, which we'll touch on, but NFL is back, mate, so really keen and excited for that.
Yeah, I cannot wait, mate. It's we've got our last draft tomorrow, the Big Oz American Aces League that you, me and Chalky Neal are part of, which we can't wait to get that underway. But yeah, how's your week been anyway? What'd you get up to? Obviously had a bye week, so bit of downtime for you.
There was a little bit of downtime. I think the last time we spoke, we'd had a couple of days off, so since then, we trained on Thursday, which was a full day, and then I had to go down to Melbourne with the other All-Australian boys that made the team and go to the awards night, which was a good night. And it's good to see some of those guys recognised in the All-Australian team, which we'll touch on too a bit later on. But other than that, trained on Saturday, had Sunday off, helped Lara and Gus move all their furniture into their new little unit that I talked about a few weeks ago. So they're pretty much settled in. I think we'll stay there for the first time this week, mate. So that's a big time for them. Really excited for them. But yeah, other than that, mate, bit of a normal week for us this week and just looking forward to Friday night now.
Oh, that's good. Kaiser also made the 45-man squad, didn't he, for the Quaffle Team of the Year? Did you see that?
I didn't see that. Did he actually?
Yeah, so it's I think you get named. Me and Liam Jones are talking about it today because he obviously played for Palm Beach for Queensland. But I think the 45-man squad, and he's one of the names that got announced. And they announced the team on, I think it was the 15th of September. So hopefully Kaiser makes the Quaffle Team of the Year. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be huge because he did represent Queensland a few weeks ago now in that Queensland versus Tassie game. So, yeah, he's had a good year, Kaiser. Obviously, they didn't win as many games as what they probably should have or could have, but he's had a good year and he's just really enjoying it. So, he loves it down there at Cooperoo.
Do you reckon he'll sign on there again?
I think so. He's trying to get a few new recruits, mate. So, if you know anyone that wants to play at Cooperoo, sing out because he wants some soldiers in there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Touch on your experience on Thursday night. Obviously, you got to go down and now we all know, obviously, AFLPA Most Courageous Award, which is, for someone who voted on it, obviously vote on it as a player. The way it works for those who don't understand how it works is you basically, within a team, you nominate a player within your team. I think our player was Libba. And then from there, the rest of the AFL votes for their most courageous player, top three. And then there's obviously a tally and whatnot. So I think Zach Butters had won the last two and you'd been up for nomination the last couple. And surprise, surprise, which I don't think anyone is surprised because of the way that you play and the type of player that you are, but you were voted the most courageous player, which is, I would imagine, to be one of the proudest things that you've been able to achieve to this date.
Yeah, I think the reason I'm really proud of it is probably because I didn't probably think that the recognition was there league-wide, personally and inside our four walls and, inside the Doggies four walls when I was playing there. That respect was there from my teammates, but probably not league-wide. So to get that, or when I did find out about it, I was pretty blown away, mate, to be honest. Like, it does mean a lot to me. It's probably one of the biggest awards I've ever won in terms of my AFL career. So to be voted in by my peers, the players around the league, means a lot. So I was pretty pumped, and it is an absolute honour to receive that award. It's one that I probably will look back on when I'm finished and think, how good was that?
Yeah, I as your best mate, I think it's watching from afar, it's obviously something that it's surprised that you haven't been able to win it already, considering the kind of player and type of player that you are. So I'm very proud of you and you being able to do that. When you first called me, because again, for a bit of an insight to people who don't know, when you're All Australian, so when I was All Australian last year, and I imagine the same as you for the AFLPA award, you get notified on the Tuesday prior to the Thursday. So obviously you can't, you got to keep it really quiet, but you can tell obviously close family and friends. But when you initially called me, I thought, oh, here we go. All Australian. Like, this is going to be unbelievable. And then obviously you already knew that you weren't All Australian, which is a little bit disappointing because it's something that I know that you won't ever openly go out to try and achieve. But it would have been nice. I would have loved to have seen you on the All Australian team.
Yeah, it's not something that I go out there and play for, mate, week in, week out. But it is obviously being All Australian is a massive honour, and you experienced that last year, deservingly so. And it is a massive honour to be an All Australian, and I think that's you'd be lying to say it's not in the back of your mind at this time of year when the awards do get announced. But I'm not too fussed, mate. I was pumped with the most courageous award, and to be recognised by my peers is something that as I said, I don't think that the not respect has been there, but just the knowledge of how I play hasn't really been there league wide, and to be voted by that and into that award, I guess, means a lot to me. So I was pumped with that, mate. Didn't really care about the All Australian, to be honest. I made the squad, so that was nice to get some recognition there. But now it's all about winning that chip, and hopefully we can put our best foot forward this week and go a long way into the final series.
Hopefully you can. Did you? I read some of the boys. I think Zach Bailey said this, and I think might have been one other first time All Australian. I don't know who it was. Might have been Josh Battle, maybe. But there was a couple of boys that said when you go to the All Australian dinner, it's just all the superstars of the competition are there, and you kind of walk in and you feel like what the heck am I doing here? Did you feel like that,
mate? Absolutely. Like you're walking in and you just. The story is right. I got there early because I had to get a photo with the award, so they could post it when it got announced. And mate, I got there that 6:30 was the arrival time for all the boys, and I had to get there at 6. So I'm standing there with Murphy Reid because he had to come in as well for his award, and. Mate, all these big dogs are rolling in. You got 8-time All Australian Max Gawn, bloody 7-time Bontempelli, all these big dogs, and you just stand there and you're just like, oh, I'm so out of this league. I'm just gonna stand in the corner, mate. As soon as I think Gunners come up to me and we were just chatting away, and then our boys rocked up and Bales was there. And so Bales and I were just standing off to the corner, and we were just, it was just hiding behind all the big lights and cameras because they all just get on the big voice.
I remember that was like me last year when Kim and I got there. We were just trying to go and latch onto someone that we might potentially know, and we didn't know anyone. So I just tried to hide myself away and actually end up talking to your coach, Chris Fagan, most of the time. So it's certainly an eye-opener, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's a massive eye-opener. It's something, you obviously look back on and you'll treasure that moment because you're up for an award. But to experience it, it's nice. But I was happy to be there.
Yeah, so now I wanted to ask, not that you can say anything controversial, my friend, or neither of us, but what about the All-Australian team? Without even mentioning, we obviously never going to mention names or anything, but were you surprised by some selections?
I guess, I think there's obviously been talk out there, but the captaincy was one that I was a little bit surprised about. Jezza, obviously a great player. We love talking about Jezza on the podcast. He's an absolute star of the competition. But I thought that Jordan Dawson, or one of, probably my own captain, Harris Andrews, was up there to be able to get that honour. But the team always interests me because I always think that the team, I reckon we talked about last week, should be picked based on positional excellence. You know what I mean? The wingers should get a wing spot. A midfielder shouldn't get a winger spot. Even on the bench, I think there was 4 midfielders on the bench, and that's just not how you're going to line up. So personally, I feel like it would be better to see more players rewarded for playing their role and, you know, structuring up a team that's actually going to play, like thinking of it like that rather than picking, I don't know how many mids were picked in the team, but there was a lot. I know that for sure. So, yeah, I would say that. And the other thing too, we talked about it last week, and people actually got stuck into me for it last week about the games played thing. Like, I feel like you've got to be able to play X amount of games to get it done, and that's just my honest opinion. Like, I'm not. There's no hard feelings against anyone that got picked because they deserve to get picked. But
yeah,
just the team. I personally would love to see you've got to play a minimum of 20 games for the year of 23, and reward the guys that are playing their roles for the team week in, week out. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, no, I think your points are very valid, and I certainly agree with you. I'm a bit surprised that people don't agree with that because the stats side of things where we spoke about it being inflated would certainly make it more inflated if you play less games. So I agree with you. I wish as well, I like the NBA model where the all NBA teams are like basically picked off a team if, you know, because if it's the 5 best players, like
positional.
It's largely, it's just going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be players that, you know, are unlucky to not make that all NBA team. So a little bit surprised. And again, I agree with you with the Jeremy Cameron, Jordan Dawson stuff. I mean, you could tell by obviously Jez's reaction, he was quite surprised that he was named the captain, which again, as you said, mate, he's the reason why a lot of people come to the footy and watch him play because he's just a wonderful footballer and a great character. But Jordan Dawson to be voted the best captain, but then not get picked as the captain was pretty funny. A little bit rogue, but I just wish they, me more pleading to the selectors, I wish they were able to fit in Tom Liberatore. Like, it just kills me that he is now a 5-time or 6-time in the squad All-Australian, but never made the team. And, you know, he's only getting older. He did sign a 1-year deal, but for him, if he were to retire and not be an All-Australian, would almost be a travesty. So there's always going to be some controversy with All-Australian selection.
Yeah, always. And everyone's entitled to their own opinions, mate, which is part of our game. We understand that. So we're only sharing our thoughts and as two opinionated people in this topic, I guess. So, yeah, nothing against the guys that made it at all. They all deserve to make it. It's just how the team was picked and, how the night unfolded.
I couldn't agree more. Should we get into some footy? Actually, or should we do? Should we do a Bloom of the Week? What do you reckon?
Let's get into our segments. Let's do that.
Okay, we'll go with the Brooks Bloom of the Week. As always, we love you, Brooke. Thank you so much for supporting. And no matter where I'm playing, she's always supporting me really hard, whether it's AFL or VFL. So I'm forever grateful. My Bloom of the Week, because the spring racing is basically back, I just can't not keep giving horses Blooms of the Week now. So I'm going with Treasures of the Moment. What a run. What a horse Treasures of the Moment is. So Leif Vandermeer, he obviously loves his horses. He says some very funny rogue stuff. Obviously, we were playing, so we had our game on the Saturday against Frankston, and then we got off the track and we all went down and went and got a pub meal and we all watched the race. And when Treasure of the Moment won, Leify goes, "Best horse I've ever seen." And Jace Johannesson turns at him and goes, "What are you talking about, Leif? You've seen Winks run. You've seen Via Sistina run. Like, you've seen all these good horses. You've said Treasure of the Moment's the best horse you've ever seen." But I feel like if you were to rephrase it, you'd almost say could be the best horse you've ever seen because Treasure of the Moment, the way it won on the weekend and the fact that it's so dominant was so good. So that's my Bloom of the Week.
Yeah, I like it. It was a very impressive run. And, we did talk about it in our little tab segment last week. You mentioned it, actually. So for it to get up and win the way that it did, they are saying that it might be able to beat Via Sistina, which would be huge because Via Sistina,
huge.
That race would be one that a lot of eyeballs would be on. But I like it, mate. Well done. Good Bloom of the Week.
What do you got for me, mate?
Well, mine's actually from the awards night. So it was a bit of a left field one, but I don't know if you had this last year. Was your awards night at the centerpiece?
Yeah, that's across. That's where. Yeah, it's where you had your grand final after party, right?
Yes, that place.
Yep.
So when I got there, I got an Uber and the Uber dropped me off out the back. You know, like there's like a back sort of near the train line. So I was like, had no idea where I was going because I'd never actually, we got bused to the centerpiece that night after the granny. But I got there and I was like, where am I going? Like, don't even know where I'm walking. And mate, they had golf carts as like transport from the road that I got dropped off on to the centerpiece, like front door. So mate, here I am.
Cool.
I've rolled in early and I'm getting picked up by a golf cart. Me, and it's like a 10-seater golf cart and I'm just sitting in the back like the most awkward thing ever. And I get dropped off at the front door and everyone's like, who's this guy? But my bloom of the week is the golf cart guy that picked me up and drove me to the front door because I loved it.
Oh, what a legend. Did you find out what his name was?
Nah, because he was sitting, mate, I got right in the back. So in the tail part of the cart and he was sitting up the front. So I just thanked him. I couldn't even talk to him.
Oh, that's
he was
so
that far
good.
away from me.
It reminds me of, have you been to the Whit Sundays? Hamilton Island, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
So Hamilton Island, it's almost like the Hamilton Island setup where the golf buggies just take across the whole island basically. And that's pretty funny. I mean, I feel like golf carts should be, are you allowed to have a golf cart at home? Say I've got an IGA 500 meters up the road. Am I allowed to just whip out the golf cart and drive it down the road, you reckon?
I don't know. I wouldn't say you would be able to, but you probably could. I mean, it's not that far away.
Well, I used Kaiser's scooter that I bought off him years ago for initially for it, but maybe I have to invest in a golf cart.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Oh, well, that's my bloom of the week, mate. Hope you liked it.
I did like it. Let me introduce this one. Let's get into the tab segment.
Our tab same game multi of the week. As we sort of touched on already, Treasure of the Moment got up for us last week, so we'll claim that. It wasn't our top pick, but it was one of the horses that we did mention. This week, the NFL is back. How excited are you, Ads? You keen?
Oh, what do you reckon, mate? You know me as well as anybody.
Nah.
Do you reckon I'm excited?
No, I don't reckon you've been counting down the nights. How many more nights to sleep before it gets started?
Since the Super Bowl? No, I'm super excited, mate. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, I'm pumped. I think I'm in about, how many fantasy leagues are you in this year?
I'm in 8. I'm in 8 leagues. How many are you in?
8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought I was in a lot. I think I'm in 5.
Mate, I'd say anything more than 3 is a lot. I'm in 8 and they're all different. So for what it's worth, they're all different leagues and it's with different people that I know. So it's an exciting time, a very, very exciting time. What kind of format do you like the most for what it's worth?
Oh,
as in dynasty, keeper, or redraft?
No, I like dynasty. I really do like dynasty, because you get to, you've got your players, they're your players. So you follow those players like proper, follow them. You know everything about them.
I'm with you.
All right, so the first game is this Friday. I think it's at 10 or 10:30 from memory. And that's Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning champs, against the Dallas Cowboys. And we're going to go to that game. So we've got 4 legs here. So we've got Jake Ferguson for 30 receiving yards, 30-plus receiving yards. Saquon Barkley to score a touchdown, who was the touchdown machine last year. Jalen Hurts for 200-plus yards or passing yards. And Saquon Barkley for 20-plus receiving yards, which is giving us, at the moment, $6 odds. And I think that's a pretty good one to start the year off, mate. So if we can kick off the NFL season with a massive same game multi, it'd be huge.
Mate, this is very exciting. The reason I like this is because you kind of don't know what you're going to get. You know what it's like. The first game of the season, you don't know, where players stand, this and that. But with these 4 selections, I just don't see how it doesn't get up. I just don't see how it doesn't get up. It just, I just look at it and I'm just like, this has to be home. So knock on wood, I hope so. Because you could have gone Devontae Smith and George Pickens and AJ Brown and all these superstars, but I'm super excited about this. And maybe next time we do a tab same game, we'll do the same. We'll do like a same game, multiple games, if you know what I mean. So do like a couple of receiving yards from each team, which makes because then that makes it probably a little bit easier because there's a lot more players you can choose from. But yeah, I am excited about this one.
Yeah, I like it. There you go. So $6 odds at the moment. Make sure you jump on and join us. We'll both obviously be watching on Friday, as a lot of other people will. But very exciting to get the season kicked off this Friday, Philly versus Dallas. So get the eyes on the screen. And thanks to Tab, as always, for all of their support. Make sure you gamble responsibly.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Moving on from that great Tab segment that we thank you very much, Tab. Let's talk about the games. Let's preview the games. Really excited about this now because obviously the regular season is done and we get to have one of us which is live in a final series, which is you, which is great. So we may as well preview the games.
Mate. You're live too. You're in the VFL Finals series, so we should talk about that first. You had a good win on the weekend.
Yeah, all right. We'll talk about mine.
Let's talk about yours first, mate. Come on.
Yeah, it was a great win. We obviously played on Saturday against Frankston at a Whitten Oval, which was a great day. Boys played really well. Obviously, Frankston are so they're obviously a standalone side, and there's Frankston, Southport, Williamstown. They just got eliminated, so there's only 3 teams that are standalone that are live. So, as you could imagine, it's a huge effort for these teams to make finals and beat Southport and Frankston, both top four teams as well. So clearly shows how good they are because they're coming up against AFL listed and AFL talent and players. So we knew it was going to be a hot contest, and it was. They're very aggressive and strong around the ball, and the best thing about our boys at VFL level is the confidence that we all have within each other, which is great. And I felt that as soon as we were out there, our back six was super, which was awesome. And it felt like we were able to be pretty dominant around the ball and stop Frankston from using their strengths, which was that being really good around the ball. So great win. Very proud of the boys. We now have a week off and we play the winner of either you boys or Box Hill. So that's an interesting one as well because that's next Saturday. Sorry, that's this Saturday. But the way the VFL works, I think you boys a couple of years ago, I might have been last year, lost in the prelim against Werribee, but you had 3 players get pulled out before the game because you guys had your AFL prelim. So you're very unlucky in that regard. So there might be a bit of that this week with obviously both Hawthorn and you boys playing in the AFL. So we'll have a pretty keen eye on that and close watch on that because, we obviously play the winner of that.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get to watch a heap of your game. I was trying to on my phone, mate, as I was watching our VFL play as well because we got stuck. We all got stuck out there watching the boys go to work and had a good win too. So, fingers crossed the boys can beat Box Hill this week because I'd love for them to play against you and the Doggies boys. It'd be huge. I'd try and get down there, I reckon, if I could.
Well, it would be good. It'd be a Whitten Oval as well. And, you boys are you're a very good side. I think you look at your VFL boys who play there and your talent is very good. It's right up there as some of the best talent in the VFL comp. So, we'll have a keen eye on that. But in saying that, Box Hill are a very good side. We played them a few weeks ago at Box Hill and, they're a very good team. So it will be interesting.
Yeah, looking forward to the rest of the VFL final series for sure. Let's move on to this week's games and get some tips from each other. Big final series, mate. Let's talk about the elimination finals first. And it's actually crazy to think that one of Hawthorn or GWS is going to be out this week. And the same with Freo and Gold Coast.
Yep. No, I feel like I agree with that. The Hawthorn Giants, I would say it's not too dissimilar from us and Hawthorn last year when we were probably 2 of the informed teams coming into the final series. They both certainly are. The Giants are starting to get, they've really started to get rolling as the year got going and later on. And I think they're getting some really good players. But I think Jesse Hogan's back this week. I think Josh Kelly's a big chance to play. So they're getting some really good players back, which would be a great game. I think, I don't know. I just think I look at the way they play at NG Stadium and they're very formidable there. It's my only concern for Hawthorn when playing there. If this was at the MCG, then I wouldn't have hesitation in tipping Hawthorn. But yeah, I just feel like when you're there, they're always thereabouts, the Giants. They have been there the last 2, 3, 4 years. That really, what's the word? That really helps you when it comes to big games, big finals moments, and they kind of know what it takes to win games of footy. And I just think, I just think they'll be too strong in the end and get the job done. But again, I think it's going to be a great game. I love the fact that they're still playing each other because they're two of the informed teams of comp. Hawthorn, they didn't win their last game, but they were flying prior to that. But yeah, I just think being in Sydney, the Giants will get rolling and have a good win.
Yeah, I'm looking at the past matchups at NG Stadium. The Hawks haven't played at NG Stadium since 2023, 8th of July.
Never won there.
So it's
Josh.
And they've
never won at
win.
NG. No.
Right.
No, I think the stat is, I'm pretty confident they've never won there because, I think it's like 0-8 at NG Stadium.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. So you're tipping the Giants?
I am.
I'll go against you. I'll tip the Hawks. I feel like the Hawks will
Can you tell me why? Tell us why.
The form that they've had, Giants, yes, they're getting a lot of guys back from injury, but whether or not that is a good thing for them or it's not, I'm not too sure. Like their form towards the back end's been really good, and the players that have been playing, and sometimes when you throw in guys potentially that may not have played a lot of football over the last few weeks, then whether or not that has an impact. I just think Hawks are really hardened and they've played some good sides over the last few weeks as well. So I think they'll put up a good fight and get the win down in Sydney and break that little hoodoo that they've got.
Well, it's going to be a good game, no doubt. Because do they play the loser out of you and Geelong?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So Adelaide and Collingwood have
loser.
They'll have eyes on this. That'll be a good game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. The other elimination final is Freo and the Gold Coast Suns. Let's have a chat about that. Obviously, well done to Gold Coast too. Before we talk about the game, it's their first final series, and it is a massive effort. You probably don't realise the enormity because we're not a part of the footy club or been there, but we have seen the transformation of a team that has come into the system and now is playing finals footy and how good they've been. So it's a credit to them. It's great to see. I must say, even as an opposition player, to see them in the final series is massive. So well done to the Gold Coast, firstly. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a tough job for them to head over to Perth and get the job done over a Fremantle Dockers that, obviously beat you guys a couple of weeks ago now. And at their best, Freo, for me, are a really dangerous side. Yeah, well, no, I'll firstly acknowledge and agree with everything you said with the Suns. Obviously, they came in here before the Giants did, and it's taken them now, it's their 15th season, I think. So huge credits to their group of guys. Obviously, Damien Hardwick's come along and had a huge influence on them. And actually, one of their superstar and legends of their footy club, Dave Swallow, announced his retirement today. So, what a true warrior. I think he had many times in his career had the opportunity to leave, to go back. I think he's a WA boy, so go back home and whatnot, but he wanted to stick it out with the Suns, which speaks volumes of him. So well done to Dave Swallow in his career, and good luck to the Suns boys. But I agree with you. I think, look, I want to give the Suns a chance. I really do, because, their best footy this year stacks up against anybody, and there's no question about that whatsoever. Zero question. They've had some ripping wins. Think back to when they beat Collingwood, when they were really challenged. Like, they had some really, really good wins. Hostile crowd, you know what that's like. We both know what that's like. It's going to be 60,000 Fremantle fans. It's just a really, really big moment for them. And, I think it'll be a really good game, but I do think with that extra, the man, if you want to call it, with that crowd, it's just going to go a long way to getting Freo over the line and pushing them into a semi-final. Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. I feel like Gold Coast at their best will win the game, but it's going to be a very hostile crowd over there. And Freo, the way they played against you guys was pretty impressive. So I'm going to tip them in this one in front of a packed house over there in Perth. And yeah, as you said, they'll be through to a semi-final. Same as that's my opinion too.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a good game. Though. I'm looking forward to see how the Gold Coast boys all soak it up because it's a moment in time for them that they will never forget. So it's an enormous moment for their footy club. So really looking forward to this game.
Yep. All right, let's move to Thursday night. Collingwood versus Adelaide over at Adelaide Oval. It's going to be a packed house. Obviously, they played a couple of weeks ago against each other, and that game went down to the wire. What are your thoughts on this one, mate? Because I think, talked about it the week after about how Collingwood had 20 more inside 50s and still didn't win the game. Is that something that you think about when you think about who you're going to tip in this one?
Absolutely. And that's the reason why I'm going to tip Collingwood because it's very rare that you have that much dominance going inside 50 and don't win the game. They play Adelaide Oval well. We know that. I'm a big believer in having experience at finals level goes a long way to helping you. And I don't know, when was the last time Adelaide played in the finals? I think it was 2017. Was the year they made the granny? I believe it was then. So it's been 8 years since they've made the finals, and Collingwood obviously basically haven't missed it since 2018. Other than 1 year, they missed it in that little run there, and I just think that goes a long way to them. You know, like what am I looking for? Like to having the confidence to play in an atmosphere where it's going to be hostile and. I know, anyone who watches footy knows, they know that contest, pressure, who can win the hard ball and who can hold up longer around the footy is what wins you games of footy. And again, taking nothing away from Adelaide, but not having experienced that for a long time might take them a while to get going. No doubt they'll settle into it. I've got no doubt at all. Home crowd again, they'll have a momentum run. But I just feel like it's going to hold up strong for Collingwood. A lot of their senior players will stand up for me. And I just think it'll be a huge upset. A really, really big upset. And I reckon they can get the job done, the Maggies.
Yeah, it's hard because I've been on Adelaide boys all year, but I've got the same kind of feeling. I feel like the Pies they're going to be hard to stop. And the experience, as you touch on, and also the experience of a couple of weeks ago, I wouldn't underestimate the confidence that the Collingwood camp would have after that game because they would be looking at it upon review and think, and so would Adelaide on the other side of it too. They'd be thinking, geez, we might have got away with one there when we probably shouldn't have with the inside 50 count and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I feel like in the back of everyone's minds, really, it could be an upset. But you tip Collingwood, so I'll just go against you just for the fun of it and tip the Crows because I've been on them all year. So it'd be good to see them win a qualifying final and get themselves through to a home prelim. But I feel like the Pies might be ready for an upset here too.
Yeah, I think this might be one of the stupidest things I've said or most obvious things I've said. But good luck to the team that has to play the winner of this game because Adelaide will get a home prelim, and that's going to be intimidating as ever. And if Collingwood win, they get a home prelim in front of 90,000 people, which is, again, really intimidating. So, looking forward to the game. It should be a ripper.
Me too. Keen as to watch that Thursday night. Kicks us off for the 2025 final series. The next game's our game on Friday night, mate, against the Cats. So, big game for us, and we're all excited to go down to the G, and it's the only game in Victoria first week of the finals, so it's going to be massive. Their crowd will turn out, I'm fairly sure, and our crew will rock up as well. So it's going to be awesome to see all our Lions fans. Obviously, the captain's run the day before, but also game day at the MCG. So yeah, excited for the opportunity, mate. It's obviously something that as a player to make another final series, it's nice. But it is an honour, and it's what you want to do as players, AFL players. You want to play finals, you want to be there at the end of the year, and I'm really excited for another opportunity at that, mate, as all our boys. So keen and ready to get stuck into it.
Yeah, no, it certainly is an honour. It's something that you do miss as a player who hasn't been able to make a prelim for a while now, or a grand final, or even finish top four. So no doubt you take that in your stride. I'm looking forward to this. I feel like, if anyone can beat the Geelong at the G, you guys have proven that quite a bit. Think back to the prelim last year where you had an enormous win when you probably shouldn't have won by the end because they had some momentum swings. But you must take a lot of confidence out of that because, one, you won that game, but then you think about games this year where you've had, a bad week the week prior, or you've had a bad game against a really good side. You've been able to really, focus in the following week and back it up and go out there and prove everyone wrong because, as you know, the media is quick to write you off. I personally believe that the team that wins this is going to win the grand final. This is just my opinion. Either you guys or Geelong is my tip. Whoever wins this, as I said. But yeah, you must be confident going into this game off the back of those games where you've been able to, beat sides in a hostile environment. I think back to Freo where you guys beat Freo. I think back to when you beat Geelong at GMHBA Stadium where, they're games where you weren't given a chance. Quite honestly, you just weren't given a chance by the media and you went out there and dominated. So you must take a lot of confidence out of that.
Yeah, there's elements of confidence, but also, experience is one thing, but you've got to actually bring it again and again and again. And we all know finals is a whole different ball game. Like the games that we played in those big, environments as you're talking about, it's regular season games and, you're excited for those opportunities, but finals is completely different. So we go into this one, yes, confident. We're always confident against whoever we play, but also expecting a lot from the Cats. And we know that they're a great side and they're a side that we've talked about on here a lot because of the way that they play. And they've got so many experienced players in that team now that know how to flick magnets around, know how to play big finals games of footy. So we're excited for the opportunity to crack into them. Hopefully it goes our way. But yeah, just excited to be back there, mate, playing finals footy and giving ourselves a shot.
What's the plan? When do you guys head down?
Thursday morning is the team flight. So we'll head down Thursday, do a captain's run at the G, I think, in the afternoon, and then obviously play Friday night. So get a fair bit of time between captain's run and the game to settle in and get ready for it.
How good. That means you'll be able to watch the Dallas and Philly game on Friday morning.
Absolutely, mate. I'll be tuning into that for sure.
Riding our tab multi, which would be unbelievable.
That's it. Can't wait.
All right. Well, we all wish you the very best, mate. I can't wait to support you on another finals run. Feels like a bit of deja vu for me. But pencil my grand final ticket in because, as I said, I reckon the grand finalist is going to be from this game. So wish you all the best, mate. I'll be watching and cheering hard as I always do.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Before we finish, I think Brado's got if he hasn't got it yet, the Bloomin Dunkloar Award votes. Brado, you got us?
Oh, my God. What a tally. We've been working behind the scenes. It feels like the real Brownlow. Well, this is the better version of the Brownlow. We're doing the real stuff here. By the players, for the players. Screw the umpires. We love the umpires. We did do a top 10.
Love it.
We do want to say we appreciate all the players and for everyone that missed out on this coveted award and the first time that it's been announced. Well done. Good effort. Try again next year. I'll start at 10. On 6 votes, we've got Libba, Jamie Elliott, we got Cadman, and we got Butters. So, geez, we're coming in hot. They're at the
good start.
They're at the bottom end of the list. Who have we got above these guys? On 7 votes, standalone, we got Cozzy Pickett. Oh, geez, he had a good year.
First time All-Australian.
We got a couple of 8s here. So we're getting higher up in the leaderboard. We got Isaac Rankin and Jack Gunston, 2 polar opposite type players, but both good in their own rights. Now we're getting up to the fiery end of the list. So coming in at number 4, a ruckman is a very
English.
Yeah, well, you ruined it. But big Timmy English on 9 votes, standalone.
Love that.
Oh, no, I stuffed that up because he was 3rd. So congratulations. See, these things happen. It's like the Brownlow. There's heaps of mistakes. Coming in at number 2 and the runner-up in the inaugural Bloomin Dunkloar Award, Dawson coming in on 10 votes. You were close, but no cigar. Big Jordan Dorso, 10 votes, standalone. He had a good crack.
The winner.
He wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have named him captain. I probably would have given it to Jez Cameron or someone. Coming in at number 1, the inaugural winner of the Bloomin Dunkloar Awards. We get a drum roll. We'll put that in post. Sydney Swan, Isaac Heaney on 15 votes. The crowd goes wild. And
Hey, I'm not mad about that because
we've actually got Isaac on the line. Isaac, are you with us? We must have connection issues there.
No.
Unfortunate for Isaac. But congratulations and well done, Isaac Heaney, Jordan Dawson and Timmy English.
Adzi, you happy with that,
What a
mate?
three. Hey, I'm not mad about that. Not mad at all. There's 2 All-Australians there. Chile a bit stiff not to be it. But, mate, Isaac Heaney's a superstar. What's your thoughts?
Yep. No, I love it. I think all 3 players had good years, and obviously our voting is a lot different. So those 3 players, like if you look at those 3 players, Brownlow night, I wonder where they're going to sit. Do you know what I mean? Because we view it a little bit differently.
Well, I think Dawson's a genuine chance to win it. Heaney, I think they didn't win enough games maybe, but he'll be up there. Chile, I love the bloke, but I don't think he's going to win it because we've got Bont and Eddie stealing votes off him. But nah, I like it. I mean, obviously there's going to be more. We're going to, next year when we do it, we're going to think a little bit more outside the box to maybe have other players have a little bit more of a chance because there's some players that are notably not there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not mad about Isaac Heaney because he's a superstar and he still had some big games this year where I think the games where he got the votes was when he had 30 and 5. Didn't he have one of those against you? He had 20 and 5 and 5 against you boys.
Yeah,
so
he sure did. So yeah,
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it, mate. You're not mad about it either, by the sounds of it.
Nah, well done. Very deservingly the inaugural Bloomin Dunkloar Award winner, mate. So there you go. I'll do up a little post after this and make sure I put it out there to our fans so they know that Isaac Heaney's won it.
We're not done there, fellas, because we've been going to work and we've put together the tipping winner of the year.
Yes.
Now this is where it really heats up because we do have these 2 blokes on the line. I'll tell you what, it's the tightest tally count we've ever had in podcast history. It's come down to a couple votes, or 4 votes to be exact, so it's a bit more than a couple. 4 votes coming in on 110 votes. We have Adam Treloar. Now we do these we do these in order. So we do Ads votes, then we do Dunks votes, and he comes in at 114 votes. The winner of the Ads and Dunks tipping competition is Josh Dunkley.
That's 2 from 2 for the big fella. Look, I've become accustomed to Josh winning and everything over me. So the fact that I'm only 4 tips outside of him, I'm pretty good. Consider that a win.
And if you're looking if you're looking at improvement, you've improved vastly compared to last year. You're off the charts. You couldn't have got much worse last year, especially when you started chasing your own tail.
So next year's the target. Next year is I'm going to focus in and really target and try and win.
If you have the same percentage of improvement, you'll take it out.
No. I've got a would you rather. I thought of one in my head.
Let's finish it off.
Would you rather and we're done. We've never done a sporting one. So I've got one in my head. All right, ready? What would you rather? There's 4 options. Would you rather be the jockey that's on the winning horse in the Melbourne Cup, the guy that hits the 3-pointer to win Game 7 in the NBA Finals, the guy that catches the football in the end zone to win the Super Bowl, the guy that is basically Usain Bolt and wins the 100-meter sprint at the Olympic Games?
Easy.
Oh,
tell me who you are. What are you? And Brado.
No, I got to hear Dunks first. He inspires me with his terrible answers.
I'm probably winning Olympic gold.
Cool.
Yeah, that's me.
Brado?
Cool. All right, so it's a pretty obvious one. I'm sure everyone out there is thinking the same thing that I am. There's no way in hell I'd be the jockey because I would be 5'5". I'd weigh 40 kilos. No one wants to do that. I don't really care about the accolade, riding the horse. Yeah, that's great. I'm not eating. I'm living on apples and coffee. That's no fun. End zone touchdown.
And
Yeah,
Chewy.
that's great. But I've probably got CTE and I'm just struggling with life. And my career span, average career span in the NFL is probably like a year. And then the Olympics. I mean, it's great, but it's 4 years of torture to get to that one moment. But overall, they don't get paid very well. You do get to say that you're the fastest person in the world, which I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But I'm shooting that three-pointer. I'm taking my multi-millions, my career that spans over a decade, and everything that positive comes along with that. I got all the ladies hanging off me. I've got all the real estate. I've got the big contract, the shoe deal. I can probably live off that moment for the rest of my life. That's an easy decision.
So you're thinking outside the actual moment. I love it.
You got to
Where
think
Josh
about that.
is thinking of the moment.
Basketballer, guaranteed, I'm at least 6'6", and I'm probably 100 kilos of just pure muscle. That's
Making millions.
and making millions. And I'm taking that. Screw riding a horse and eating apples.
and having
What about
and
you,
having
Ads?
Chewy.
What are you choosing?
Oh, I'm catching that football, mate, in the end zone. I'm retiring
Really?
Super Bowl champion. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And Brado, that is why you're the star of the Ads and Dunks podcast, because of those answers. So thank you.
So you're like a one and done guy. I mean, yeah, you can live off your Super Bowl forever. That's pretty good. Right into the sunset.
Happy to.
Slurping
Super Bowl.
your dinner through a straw. That's all right. I'll just take my safe little one, a couple rolled ankles here and there. No dramas.
Oh, I love it.
All right, wrap it up, Josh. Wrap it up. He's on one now.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Thanks, Ads. Thanks, Brado.
See you, mate. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Brooks Blooms, your all-in-one landscaping solution.
Brooks Bloom's 3-step landscaping experience offers a seamless journey from design to construction and ongoing care, ensuring your outdoor space thrives year-round.
Visit brooksblooms.com today to embark on your landscaping journey, where every step is a step towards a vibrant and beautiful outdoor entertaining space.